And step one is 50% of the battle. So, once you know, okay, this is a thing that I think or I believe or I do that comes out with a result that I don't want, that is half the battle. So once you've done that, you don't try to change anything straight away. The next stage is called focused attention. So you look around in your life, at work, in your personal life, in sports, if you play sports, with different types of people and through your past. Where are the times that I've done that? What triggers me into doing that, or what pushes me into doing that? So the next step is deliberate practice, which is where you say, okay, I used to behave like this. This is the new me that I want to be, is somebody who says no to every man that's married, who, replaces every negative thought with a positive thought, or whatever it is that you're working on. You then look for scenarios to practice this new behavior. And at first it will be hard because you have a pathway there that may have been set since childhood that is used to doing a certain thing. And the brain is a very energy hungry organ. So it's always trying to use the path of least resistance. Let's say I'm an overthinker, okay? And you're asking me these questions and I've got this voice in the back of my head saying, why is Stephen asking me that? What's he trying to get to? Is he trying to trick me? What I would try to do is silence that voice in my head and say, okay, in this podcast with Stephen, I'm going to focus on him. I'm going to take his questions for what they are, and I'm going to speak from my area of expertise. I'm not going to worry about that other stuff that, can go on in my head. And let's say this time I managed to do that 50% of the time. And then I go and do another podcast next week and I manage to do it 75% of the time, and so on. Eventually, this new pathway that I've been building will become stronger than the one that I had before. And then every time I turn up for a podcast, I'll just be completely present and attentive, and I'll get to the end of it, and that's the new me now.